Well, interestingly, my original goal was just to have the conversation and bring people together to kind of share. But after the event in Atlanta, it really hit me that we really need to focus on educating parents about both the benefits and the perils of social media and how important that is, because the implications they have are life-altering.
I guess I wanted to get a pulse for what others were thinking. You know, I have my own thoughts, but what are others thinking too? Confirming, learning others.
Were those thoughts starkly different from your own? Or?
No, I actually felt we were all right in line.
I think about my two little girls that are 4 and 5 now, and they're going to be growing up in this world. And I guess in some ways I probably wanted some reinforcements about what I believe, and then also just keeping my eyes open for what's what I have not thought of.
The great thing about how I like doing these events is that it's just a natural conversation. It's not preachy. It's not about telling people this is how you must do it. It's about exposing how we've done it and letting people make their own choices. But ultimately, there's some things like right and wrong and truth and untruth that are absolutes, and some of that came through.
It's really been a big eye-opening thing for me as an individual who blogs and who tweets and who writes online, to realize that there are, in my immediate family, 4 other people, in my extended family, 20 or 30 other people that are affected by the things I'm saying or doing there. And so social media, in a really positive way, gives us a chance to not just function in a silo, but to talk to each other, to be involved in the conversation, to kind of do gut checks here and there of what are we saying and is this okay and are we comfortable with it. And it's not about censoring yourself, but really about involving everyone in the conversation.
We need to adopt an idea of really focusing on teaching, just like we teach our young children, you know, use your inside voice, your playground voice. It goes on the playground, that's your outside voice. Your inside voice is what you use when you're inside. We almost need to adopt that in a digital sense as well. You have your social voice and you have your formal voice. So when it'll help students develop that divide between this is what I say to my friends, but this is what I submit in a paper.
If you have a household that's isolated from the grid, then a lot of things are going to go on that you don't know about. And I don't know too many professions. Let's just look at this from a work-life environment. Okay, forget about personal. A work-life environment. I don't know how many professions that you can say, well, I don't need to be online, or whatever's online isn't worth anything to me, right? So I think from a professional standpoint, which is revenue in the door potential, or education, being prepared for the future, being prepared to go to a job interview, you need to at least know some of the basics of what's online. And so what I advocated is that at least one person in a household understand what the trends are online and participating online, so they can be the pioneer for the rest of the family.
So my goal was to have the panelists to unearth stories of their personal experience that would help educate others, and I think that's exactly what we ended up with.